appearing once again, and this time around it is Daniel Garwe, who has actually said 2030 is unstoppable, and saying those, in fact, let me, resolution number one is unstoppable. We know resolution one from the conference that was held in Bulawayo is unstoppable, and they spoke in Shona saying, Bane BP nazo, and I munona matiro. And who has a PP with this? He is directly telling retired General Chiwenga, as well as Blessed Geza and others who are within the Chiwenga faction, that if you have got a problem with this, go and be prayed for. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, Unpacking Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we film live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. So the Daniel Gowers are surfacing. Maybe it's just a short message. Before I comment, let me just play this message. Daniel Gawe speaking about 2030.
Ngati vamaenda kumadistrict kwamuchaita mainter-district nomunotaura kuti resolution number one is unstoppable. Resolution number one ndeyekutonga nyika nekuvaka nyika tichitungamirwa naMunangagwa, full stop. Vanenge vasingade kana vanenge vasingazvinzwisise kana vane maBP azo vanamatire vaone chiedza chakiri kuona tese.
So this is what was just spoken by Daniel Gawe, that 2030 is unstoppable, going a step further, insulting those against 2030. Now, it's clear who are those who are against 2030. So when they say 2030 is unstoppable, remember what Daniel Gawe is doing. He is not doing it on his own accord. Even this gathering that he convened, he is not doing it alone. This is actually a gathering that has been sanctioned from the bedroom of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. And the individuals such as Daniel Gawe, they are puppets of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. These are ministers. When they were appointed, we were told that you cannot be appointed as a minister unless you are able to actually chant a ZANU slogan. Now, by so doing, what Daniel Gawe is actually doing, he is putting his life in danger. These are people who are putting their lives in serious danger and unfortunately misleading other innocent individuals, especially the DCCs. And when you hear them talking about the DCCs, it gives me one actually simple foresight that Mnangagwa is still pinning his hope that 2030 mantra would be achieved through actually ZANU PF structures. That is where he is actually pinning his hope regarding 2030. But I have said this over and over, that when it comes to ZANU PF, unfortunately, succession, historically, it hasn't been decided by the structures of ZANU PF. When it comes to removal of a president, it has always been actually the prerogative of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. The person with the influence within the Zimbabwe Defense Forces is the one whom at the end of the day has the last laugh. So also let's unpack this statement. When he says those, I mean with BP about this, those with high blood pressure about 2030, they should go and be prayed. And then there is the last word that he said. I'm interested. Let me just quickly go there. These days I have a privilege of actually, I can actually go where I'm taking the stories from and actually replay them. There is the last word that he said. Let me see. bane BP endai muno na matiro. Let's just listen. Let's just listen.
semuzukuru mumusha uno handina mhosva ati maenda kumadistrict kwakuchaita mainda district munotaura kuti resolution number 1 is unstoppable.
I got that because it's spoken in English.
tichitungamirirwa naamurangagwa full stop.
And the message to Chiwenga.
vasingade kana vanenge vasingazvinzwisise kana vane mabp azo vanamatire vaone chiedza chatiri kuona.
Yeah, that's the word I was. Can you help me in the comment section? What is Baone Chiedza? What is that? I think it has something to do with let them have the foresight. The mentality that the Mnangagwa faction has, or some vision that the Mnangagwa faction has. I trust you very much that on the comment section you will help me with this one so quickly. So, in simple terms, what has been put on the public domain by Daniel Garwe clearly demonstrate that the fight for 2030 by the Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa faction as well as Zwikananda is far from being over. Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa is not prepared to hand over power peacefully to retired General Chiwenga. That is a simple indication. And remember, this man, he speaks through his ministers. This man, he speaks through his followers. If you want to know the attitude of Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa regarding 2030, look at those who are supporting him. Look at your Owen Mutangube. Look at your Daniel Garwe. I think what they are also attempting to do, there are shenanigans that they are attempting to do, especially leading up to the ZANU-PF conference. There is a ZANU-PF conference that is in October. We are now towards the end of July. There will be August, September, October. So there is a ZANU-PF conference very, very soon, sometime in October. And I'm sure they are now mounting this 2030 resolution, and they are aiming at something that is, if also when we talk of this ZANU-PF conference, that is if we actually reach to that conference, because at the moment I think Mnangagwa's stay in power is in limbo. According to my predictions, he has actually crossed almost all the red lines, and the fact that this time around we are not hearing much from the retired General Chiwenga faction. There is actually nothing much that is being said by the faction of retired General Chiwenga, and the Blessed Case is simply saying we decided to take this decision because Mnangagwa was able to counter our stance, because we're putting everything on the public domain. Now we are going to play smart, and I think that is exactly what Blessed Geza and the group they are actually doing. So at the moment, in my view, it will be a serious miscalculation to think that, I mean, the group of Blessed Geza is defeated at the moment. There is absolutely nothing that they are planning. I'm tempted to make you listen to the last, especially. Or let's check. Let's listen to this statement.
Of us, kwete dzamunotimbinga kuhondo taidziti zvikananda zveubvanzu kudya kwemhumi takazviramba asi zvikananda.
I'm interested in hearing Blessed Geza, especially his last message.
I'm happy to meet you again today. This is Blessed Geza, Comrade Bombshell. Comrades and friends, I'm sure you all followed the developments in Zambia last week. Kuda Tabrei was blocked from Central Committee. He thought his ill-gotten money
So anyway, I think that would be too long. So if you listen to Blessed Geza, what he said in his last actually public address, I mean, look at even the heading, Pasi Nezi Kananda, which means down with individuals such as Gudawashi Takwere, these individuals who are once Emerson Tambuso Mnangagwa to stay up to 2030 because they know that when Mnangagwa goes, also they would also be going. They will be on their way out. There is absolutely no way they can survive. If Mnangagwa goes, they will also automatically follow suit. Emerson Dambuzo Mnangagwa, and whatever they might have accumulated, this would be gone. So we are, I mean, we are seeing a faction that doesn't want to give up for Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, and you heard the audio that I just played. That money is at play. These guys have got a lot of money, and this is the money that they stole from the public purse. Now look at this caption. This the very same money that they stole from you, they are coming with this money now to buy your support so that they continue stealing. That is the simple concept. So now what we are witnessing, and also this behavior by the Mnangagwa faction to issue such provocative words, especially what is being said by Daniel Gao about Chiwenga, about Blessed Geza, that is provocative. It is making them actually to be determined to remove Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. Remember, I've said the removal of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa would be due to his actions, his behavior. So we cannot isolate what has been said by Daniel Garwe from Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. He is the one giving these Ziganandas orders to actually do what they are doing. Daniel Garwe, if Mnangagwa was against 2030, he could have easily called these individuals to order and actually used the ZANU-PF constitution to punish them. But they do as they please. They are insulting and disrespecting Chiwenga because they have been empowered to do so by none other than Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, getting instructions straight from the bedroom of Emerson Mnangagwa. So I sense we are yet to experience something very big, something very massive. I have predicted that the month of July is going to be full of explosive. Thank you very much, explosives. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the subscribe plus button, and part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel, you can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Also, a very important message: we are now available on X, formerly Twitter. Please kindly follow us on X. We are Hloniphani Global News. Let me just check our handle as soon as possible. Don't just go away. I just want you search for Hloniphani Global News, and then the let me just okay let me search fast. Hloniphani Global. Okay, there Hloniphani is coming out. Hloniphani, there we are. So the handle is at Hlo, that is HLO Global News. So that is the handle at Hlo Global News. So H is capital letter, G is also capital letter, and N is capital letter. Otherwise, the rest are actually small caps. Ogancube Omhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you